Hey guys, how you doing? It's State here with Team PPG. I just topped a regional from Little Big Wars, the remote duel one, with a really spicy virtual world list. I honestly didn't expect the top, but I found a cool one card combo online, and I wanted to tweak it a little bit to make it like semi-competitive. And by far, it was definitely a great decision. Every time I resolved combo, I won. It was very powerful. I'll show you a combo tutorial at the end to show you exactly how to do it. But let's just get into the list. So of course, virtual world deck, 3 Lulu, the best one to see. But in the combo, you actually search this via Cupid Pitch. So you don't even have to open it. But when you see it, you're able to actually search Kieran off the Cupid Pitch and just extend a lot further. So it's definitely good to have. If you see basically any other virtual world name, in theory, you end on Shen 2. So yeah, just 3 Lulu. The ratios are just standard. 3 Gigi, 2 Nyan. That's standard for the 3s. 3 Lao Lao, 3 Kieran. Standard lineup for the virtual worlds in general. Now the spice, 3 Psi-Reflector. This is a very old card from Dark Neostorm. This is the focal point of the deck. Well, my version of the deck that I tried to play. Basically, when it's normal or special, you search your deck for a card that lists Assault Mode Activate. And then while it's on field, you can reveal Assault Mode Activate directly from your hand and special summon a monster from your graveyard that can be special summoned that lists Assault Mode Activate. And the target of choice is Assault Beast because it puts itself in graveyard to search Assault Mode Activate. So essentially, this is a 1-card Hulk of Fibrax. So that's essentially it. Basically, just Hulk equals the combo, but this particular Hulk package nets you an extra card in hand, being Assault Mode Activate, to pitch for your combo. So it's essentially literally a 1-card combo. So that's that. And then the bricks, Despot 01. Of course, you're playing Auroradon, so you have to play this card. But drawing this or this aren't the bricks. The only true bricks in the deck are Colt Wing. We summon this in the combo to generate more tokens and synchro climate capabilities. So this definitely is a card you don't want to draw since you can't summon it from hand. And then Assault Mode Activate, if you draw it, you can't use the combo because this action needs to be in graveyard. So that's the only downside of the deck, but if it resolves, it's really powerful. Now that's it for the monsters. 20 monsters, I believe. Spells, virtual world deck, of course. 3 Qinglong, 3 City, nothing standard, everything standard there. 2 teleports, and also a 1-for-1. I was playing without this, but I saw it like 2 times today, and it actually allowed me to combo. This essentially is another copy of Psi-Reflector without using your normal summon. And this, of course, is another Psi-Reflector allowing you to not use your normal summon. And it's just generically good in VW. This is just for the Psi-Reflector. Definitely powerful cards needed in the deck. Call by the Grave, of course. And as you noticed, I wasn't playing any hand traps. The only going second cards that are worth it in my eyes are just board breaker cards, 3 droplets. And then I also played 3 talents. Talents was very good. Because if they tried to stop you in the combo, you either get to draw for your VW cards, and if you already drew like a VW-ish hand, you can just look at your opponent's hand and pick out a hand trap or pick out a combo piece or a board breaker. The cards are just so versatile in this deck, and I loved 3 of it this weekend. Let's see. And then 16 spells, 4 traps, standard VW lineup, and then the Assault Mode Activate. I played 40. In theory, you could play 41 or 42 just because there are so many bricks. But just seeing the Psi-Reflector and the VW cards, like your city, you definitely want to open those with Lulu and any other VW. So like I tested 40 just to see how many times I bricked. I only drew Colt Wing once, but it was late game after I didn't combo. Didn't prevent me from comboing. I drew Assault Mode Activate once. I drew Beast without the Psi-Reflector once. It's pretty consistent, even though there are a lot of bricks. And they're just the virtual world cards. Just allow you to discard them anyway if they're truly dead in your hand with Qinglong and the gate. So it's fairly consistent. Extra deck, Hulk and Auroradon, the only 2 links in the deck because you can't go too heavy with links in VW since they literally restrict you from summoning them. So you just summon these before you start VW playing. And it's very, very, very good. Cupid Pitch. Ever since this card was released, I literally wanted to play it in something, and VW definitely seems like the correct choice. So what it does is on Synchro Summon, you increase or reduce the level of Cupid Pitch by the tuner you used for it. So essentially, since it's only 001 you're ever going to summon it with, you increase it to 5 or reduce it to 3. And then when it's used for a Synchro Summon, it burns your opponent for however many the new Synchro monster you used Cupid Pitch for. You burn your opponent for 100 per its level. So in the combo, I Synchro for Juju, and you burn for 6. And then as well, you search your deck for any monster with 600 defense. Of course, ironically, they made Lulu 600 defense. Weird. It's very, very powerful. Ultimaya to bring out your Crystal Wing. We played both 6s, Coral and Stardust Charge Warrior. They each come up in their individual uses. Coral Dragon you actually summon in the combo. It's much, much needed. And Charge Warrior comes up in situations where you're just trying to dig for cards to draw, to set with Zolkin, or if you're trying to draw a power card. Definitely comes up. One Shen, of course. This card's insane. Of Macrocosmos on legs. One Juju. This is actually the most important card in the extra deck, other than Cupid Pitch, because this is what allows you to resolve Lulu after searching it with Cupid Pitch, because you're just starting with a Psi-Reflector. Where are the VW cards coming from? You search Lulu, but you just go into this so you can actually start resolving your Virtual War cards. Baronet de Fleur, you summon this in the combo. Muddy Mud Dragon, while yes, this is used with Zolkin to make Dragoon, which we do play, but we use it for a completely different purpose. We use this and Lulu to summon Hot Red Dragon Abyss. Now, this is why the combo doesn't lose to Dark Ruler, because at the end of the combo, you end with a set Chuche. So if they try to Dark Ruler you or Droplets you, you just flip up the trap, and then you chain Hot Red to negate whatever board breaker they try to activate. This is why I think the combo, if it resolves, is one of the best turn 1 boards that any deck can make right now. And then the Exceeds, I chose to play M7 since I only had one room for an Exceed monster to go with Zeus. This was the best one because it allowed you so much versatility to bounce something from your yard to your hand that you needed. And it also allowed you to, if the opponent DPE'd you, you can just use this, shuffle back the DPE. This way they don't get a pop on their turn on the crackback. And this only detached one because I'm not playing Gaia Dragon. I'm only playing just the Zeus to go with it. It allowed for me to have one material under this and then the Zeus. This way I'm able to actually activate Zeus's effect. Because I did want to play Fan in the beginning. That's what a couple of my friends told me to play after theorying with them. But since I literally don't have room for Gaia Dragon, M7 was the correct choice. And then, of course, the Dragoon. For the instances that you do end up grinding and using Muddy to fuse with Zolkin, if you don't see the Psi-Reflector line, this card definitely came up at least 3 times. Because I summoned it against Striker, I summoned it against Despia, and like a few other decks. This card, if I didn't play it, I probably would not have topped. Kamal told me not to play it. I'm just like, dude, what? So that's the extra deck, 15. The side deck's pretty standard, nothing too crazy. I chose for Gammas and Driver because it's the best going second hand trap, like by far, other than Droll. But this actually destroys the monster. Kamal and I talked a lot about Gamma, just in the side deck for all the events going up. And Gamma definitely is powerful because it just destroys the monster and negates it. Definitely good. And then 3 Nib against Sword Soul. It's a blowout if they don't summon Baron first. Against the bird deck, it's actually very good. It's just the best board breaker hand trap since I couldn't find room for Droll. Spells, I'm still on 3 Storm, 2 Cosmic. Cosmic is just there for the Phantom Knight decks, the DPE decks with Scythe, and just Eldritch backer decks, everything. And then Storm is just multifunctional against Sword Soul, against the backer decks, just very powerful card. And then the only going first card I chose to play is 3 Appointer, the Red Lotus. This card in this type of combo deck is the best going first card because I don't want to just see I don't want to just activate Judgment on their first Droplet, on their first Dark Ruler, because it does nothing. This forces them to chain Droplet and lose all of their resources, or it forces them to devote the rest of their hand into a play that they're gonna miss because I'm ripping out their combo piece. This card is just the best going first card. Every time I saw it, I won. This card is very, very powerful in a 40 card deck that is wanting to go first. All right, so let me go ahead and show you the combo real quick. Again, all you need is the Psi-Reflector. That is it. So you go normal summon the Psi-Reflector, activate effect, you search for Assault Beast, and then you're pitching Assault Beast to add the Assault Mode Activate. You reveal the Assault Mode Activate in your hand, and then summon back the Assault Beast. You're going to link these two away for Hulk. Then you're going to use the Hulk effect to summon out 001 from the deck. And then you're going to link these off into Auroradon. You generally want to summon it on your left, just for the arrow's sake. Effective Auroradon, you're going to summon your 3 tokens. And then Despot 001 triggers, summoning it back. And then this is your board state right now, the 3 tokens, 2 machines, and the Assault Mode Activate. You're then going to synchro with one of the tokens and the 001 into your Cupid Pitch. If I can find her. Cupid Pitch effect to reduce its level to 3. Very, very important. Now we activate the Auroradon, tributing itself and a token to summon out your Mecha Phantom Beast Coltwing. Then you activate Coltwing's effect. Since you control a Mecha Phantom Beast token, you summon out 2 more. So your board is this right now. You're then going to synchro with your Cupid Pitch and one of the tokens into Juju. You're going to activate Cupid Pitch's effect, burning your opponent for 600 since it's a level 6. And then you search your deck for Lulu. And it's kind of crazy how that worked. We got a VW and a Lulu in hand now. So you activate Lulu, targeting Juju, special summoning it. And it's going to be a weird line, but you're going to Foolish the spell, and you're going to search for your Chuche. So now you have these 2 cards in hand and Qinglong Engrave. From here, you're going to banish the Qinglong to search Lao Lao from your deck. And then you're going to discard the Assault Mode Activate since we went through that phase of the combo. Then you are going to synchro with Lulu and a token into... You actually need the extra Monster Zone up here for Coral Dragon, because at this part of the combo, you're going to activate Lao Lao, summoning itself and the Lulu by sending Gate. You're going to special here. And then you're going to synchro with these 2 for Ultima Zolkin in the EMZ. Coral Dragon's going to trigger. We're just going to say we draw a random card. It literally doesn't matter at this point. We're going to set the Chuche and activate Ultimaya to give you the Crystal Wing. And it's very important for later in the combo that this is actually set and not city activated. From here, we are going to Synchro 6, the last token and Lulu, into Muddy Mud Dragon. And then we're going to Synchro, since this is now still a level 4, since there are no Mecha Phantom Beast, you Synchro 10 into, I wonder what level 10 Synchro is amazing right now, Baron de Fleur. And then you're going to activate in Graveyard your Gate to special summon out the Lulu, discarding the random card that you drew. And then we synchro with the Dark Dragon non-tuner and that for your Hot Red Dragon Abyss. So off of that 1 card, you ended on a negate for something on the field, an Omni negate, a Monster negate, and a Chuche set, which is a pop of a face-up card. Now, why this is very important in this specific format is because Forbidden Droplet and Dark World No More are such prominent cards in the meta. What this allows you to do, if Droplet doesn't send a trap, pretend they activate Droplet sending 3 cards from their hand, and they get all your cards. You just go chain Chuche, not activate the pop effect, and since Droplet or Dark Ruler wasn't used with the trap, you can then choose Hot Red to bounce over the Chuche to negate the Droplet or Dark Ruler that they activated. So this board is, in theory, immune to Dark Ruler No More and Droplets if they do not send a trap. So very, very powerful. All right, and that does it for the deck profile. I ended up getting 5th, and I went 4-1 after Swiss. Shout out to, of course, Team PPG, best team in the world, you already know. Shout out to Zachariah Butler. I had to play him round 3 or 4, one of them. Oh no, round 4. Yeah, I played him round 4. Tried to make him get up there in top. And shout out to Ezekiel. He was the one who I talked virtual world theory with in regards to finding out if I wanted to play Fan or M7. Shout out to Kamal, Gabe, Machado, Sanaiba, the squad for helping me theory the deck. And that's about it. Catch you guys later. Bling blow, and go check out ppg.com for all of your card game needs. See ya.